So, I've spoken to a few of the people at British Esports, and what we think is that in order to solidify ourselves on the map, we need to do something big, something bold that's going to put our name on the map permanently, more than it already is. So, what I'm doing is I'm writing a letter to the Queen to get her to confirm the spelling of esports officially as esports. So that's E-sports, big capital S, Z at the end instead of a lowercase s, and then a 0 where the O should be. So the E dash I think is pretty obvious. You know, it's electronic. It's like email. So you put the dash in after the E. You know, you want it to be individual, separate from sports. You know, like BAM, esports. It's E, the individuality of E being electronic, different from sports. So E dash. The 0 instead of an O, obviously because it's digital again, you want it to be reflective of the digital world that we live in. So 0 instead of an O. The capital S, to be honest, I wasn't initially super sold on, but I had a conversation with Elliot and he was really, really all about this capital S, so I thought we'd best go with it.
Yeah, so I was really keen on understanding the sports side of esports, and I think that people need to understand how important that is, particularly when you have the E and the dash and then the sports. I didn't want the E to be left out, so I feel it needs to be linked in that way, because it's just as important, right? And also for me, as a child growing up, you know, Superman was a huge inspiration. I was massively inspired by that giant S on his shirt, and I think people could be similarly inspired by that in esports.
Elliot knows his stuff, so I'm fine with him taking the lead on that. I'm more than confident in his ability and his knowledge, so that's totally fine with me. The Z I was a bit on the fence with initially as well, but Will was really keen on his capturing and appealing to the edgy fan base of esports, so I was fine with him taking the lead on that and doing the Z.
Esports is built on edginess, okay? As British Esports resident rager, I'm in tune with my dark side. Without it, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I think it would be a mistake to not give a shout out to all my fellow gamers who make matches fast and furious.
So yeah, that's the plan. So now we just have to figure out a way to get the Queen on board. Dear Queen Elizabeth II, as the national body for esports in the UK, we at British Esports would be very grateful if you could help us correct the record and recognise esports as the official spelling of the term used for competitive human versus human video gaming. We feel strongly that not only does this spelling appeal to all audiences, but it also makes it clear to those that are unacquainted with the term exactly what it's all about. Having an acknowledgement from someone such as yourself would be a great way for us to show everyone else that we speak for the people, just like you. Hugs and kisses, Saul Parsons, Elliot Bond, and Will Gledall, British Esports.